Hello my dear chess friends and welcome to our new video. Once again I will analyze some game from World Championship match held in Dubai. Games played of course between Nepomniachtchi's challenger Magnus Carlsen is reigning world champion. Magnus Carlsen led black pieces in that game. Jan tried with white pieces to catch Magnus. Result before that game was 5-3 in Magnus' favor. Game number 9, Jan started with c4 and after e6 there was g3, again some popular Catalan lines, but after that Magnus deviated with d4 instead of usual c5 or maybe taking. Knight f3, knight c6, some kind of reverse Benoni, but Magnus keeps c5 spot for piece, not setting pawn there. Casting bishop c5, a bit strange but possible. d3, knight f6, knight bd2 and a5 was played. That move is not necessary to be played. Usually black played that move after white played a3 to prevent b4. But okay, Magnus had idea to strike with a4 and a3 himself. Knight b3 is strange. White should try to provide a4 maybe with a3, rook b1, knight d1, knight c2 and something like this. But okay, knight b3, bishop e7. I don't think black has special problems here. Especially after that line. Maybe f-takes would give more fire to the game. But after bishop e3, knight g4, sorry, bishop c5, I don't think white has anything special. d4 and a4, forcing to take. And now, looks like still white created something from nothing. But accordingly to the engine, here b4 should be played with some initiative on the queen side, where white shouldn't be afraid of black taking on b4, because then queen b3 or rook b1 will give some huge initiative to white because of attack on the queen side. And what happened in the game? B takes a, okay, that second valid move, not the best option, but we see that white hoped he can organize something on the b file. Rook d8, queen b3, knight f6, who cares about the pawn, and the black will take it later. And after rook e1, queen a3, queen e2, h6 was played, and h4. White wants very cleverly to use absence of black queen to strike on the queen side with potential knight e5, g4, g5, something like this. But of course black calmly finishes development. Knight e5 is possible now. There is not attack on d4, and bishop e8 was played. Here, engine will suggest rather rook fd1 instead of queen e3 played move. But after queen e3, queen b4, still everything is okay, more or less. Rook eb1, taking, knight g4. Black goes for attacking white queen, and queen e1 was played. Well, that's key moment in the game. Jan hopes to kick that knight, with f3 and to take it actually. Black must play h5, where that knight will be kicked back with some pawns fixed on light squares. Maybe that may be somehow problematic for black. But Magnus of course takes, he is forced, and h5 to create spot for the knight. But after bishop b7, rook a4 was predicted by Magnus. He spent almost all time in this moment. And the game is relatively easy to play for black right now, because there are attacks on a2 and c4 simultaneously. And here, I think the move which will decide the match, maybe without playing that move, Jan will have some chances, some hopes for anything, for some miracle in the finish of the match, but he played c5, and after c6, everything collapses simply. Bishop is now trapped, and it will be lost soon. White tried to escape with f3 and rook e4, but of course rook a7, rook b4, rook b8, and last attempt for white was just to play something like this. Rook b6 with a5, black of course takes, and now white will install knight on c5, which of course will bring nothing to him. a6, and now cleverly knight a4 with idea a5 and knight b6, but just c5. Black is ready if needed to play bishop c6 to stop the pawn. a7, rook d8 precisely, not giving white tempo. Knight c5, rook b8, and in that moment white resigned because he is just unable to set to again transfer knight to b6. So terrible defeat. Looks like Jan is completely exhausted and he's just, let's say, kicked out of that match. So definitely after first defeat, he suffered with black pieces and with not playing aggressively. Next game he had white pieces. Looks like now he wants to play aggressively for any price, but that is just some kind of boomerang. Magnus confidently goes through that match, and I expect maybe in next 2 games to finish the job. 6-3 is current result, and Magnus of course needs 7.5 to retain the World Championship title. Stay with us even after match, of course. Follow us, and we are here for you to analyze, to help you to learn, and to introduce some actual games from chess world. See you soon with new analysis. Bye bye.